Hey, what's up guys? Stephen, TheSalonGuy here, and I've got a new tutorial for you guys. I've gotten a number of requests recently, and if I ever told you I was going to do a tutorial, you know I mean it. That's right guys, I'm going to do G-Eazy, amazing hip hop artist, and he's got really cool hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the sides here, and one of the sides has kind of like an undercut, and one side is kind of blended, blended in. So I'm going to start on this side here, which is going to be blended in. Then I'm going to work into the back this way and then over to this side. But this top is going to be left a little bit longer, but this side is going to be disconnected. So let's get started. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here. I'm using a number 1 guard, and I'm going to go in like this right through the sides here. And I'm going to go probably about like halfway up. And then I'm going to switch to a higher guard right up to about right here. So we're going to blend this up to this part right about here. And then we are going to work in through the back as well. Alright, so since we finished on this side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use probably now a number 2 clipper, and I'm going to work up to about right in through here. Because this side does have a little bit of a blend underneath. It's like a blended undercut. So it is blended in from this point up, but then the top here lays over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this right through here. And as you can see, I'm working the clippers upwards like this. And you know, this, if you're trying to do this yourself, it's not the easiest, but if you have the guards and you just follow, you know, section by section, you actually might be able to do it. So as you can see here, I'm just working this up like so. And I'm going to continue up to about probably just before we get right here, so then we'll be done with this side. Alright, now what I'm going to switch to number 3, which basically I'm just switching this guard and turning it around. This is from hairstylist.com, the K7000 clipper. As you can see, it's cordless. You can use the cord if you want to charge it. If you want to use it powered with the cord, it's fine. But this is cordless. So hairstylist.com, you can get this. Now I'm going to go, obviously, just the guard a little bit longer, which would be probably equivalent to like a number 3. And I'm just going to bring this up just a little bit higher, just to get even a nicer, tighter blend right in through here. And then I'm going to stop once I come up to this line right here, because this is where I'm going to have this kind of comb over and slick back on this way. Alright? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to continue the same thing throughout the back. And then as we work to the other side, we're going to blend the exact same way. Alright, so I just finished with number 2, and now I'm going to turn the guard around like on the other side, which would be like equivalent to a 3. And then I'm going to cut it to about right here, and then blend it in by hand right up to the part. Alright, so I've zoomed in nice and close for you guys, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do scissor over comb, and I'm just going to blend this in by hand right up to just about wherever the part is, okay? So I'm just going to give this a nice classic kind of nice barber look here, and I'm just working the thumb upwards like this, using the comb to blend it, and using the comb as a guide here. So as you can see, as the hair lifts up, I'm cutting off exactly what I want. You have a lot of control over this, and I'm just gonna finish this just by going right up to here and leaving a little bit of length, just so I can kind of put a little product in it to make it go back like this. Okay, so now that I'm done on this side, what we're going to do is we're going to work into the back here to blend this in using the same technique, scissor over comb, and then we're going to actually let the top down, and we're going to cut the top. Alright, so now we're ready to work in through the sides now. As you can see, this side is done. Alright, I've got this tapered in nicely here, and if you want, if you feel like you need to go a little bit shorter here, then go right ahead. I mean, this is on mannequin head. Sometimes the hair likes to kind of be a little bit more pokey and stick out more. So if you want to take it a little shorter, go ahead. But remember, you can put product in it to kind of tame it down as well. All right, which depending on the hair type, if it's a little finer on a regular person, this will kind of lay down a little bit, and it's easier to go back. Okay. So what we're going to do is keep this really simple, believe it or not. All right, as you can see, I'm turning the head around here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically comb this all back like this. All right, because he does have this longer, a lot longer coming around here. And it looks like he's got it to about right here. So all I'm going to do is I'm literally going to hold this straight across. Hold that straight down like that. All right, let's just get a little lower here. And I'm going to cut it straight across. All right, I'm simply going to cut this straight across because this is going to all go back. All right, now let's turn it to the side. All right, now we're working into the sides here. And we're just going to continue to follow this all the way towards the front. Now what we'll do is we'll bring this and over direct this back. And we will cut straight line, just like that. All right, as you can see, bring this over direct this back, because when you over direct it, you're leaving it longer in the front. Okay, there we go. And then one last piece right in the front here, that little edge right there. And what's going to happen now is we're able to slick this all back, just like this. Have this come over. And let's spin the head around this way. We'll bring this back up a little bit. And look, here's the back. Straight down like this. Bring this around here. This piece is a little bit longer. We gotta snip that. That's fine. Make sure it's nice and even. There we go. Look at that. And here we go here. Looking good. And now we're just gonna slick this over and slick this back. And looks like we're good to go. And I've actually seen in some of the photos where he's got this piece coming way down like this, all right? And there we go. So you know how long it is. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. The haircut's pretty much done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep it a little bit wet like this. I'm going to put a little bit of product in it. I'm just going to really slick it over, and then we'll be done. All right, so I'm using a gel, all right? Any gel will do. I'm not going to do any name dropping, guys. You can get, you know, any sort of gel until I get a product sponsor where I'm going to name drop their product, then I'll tell you. But as of right now, you can use any sort of gel, all right? And what I'm doing is I'm just really working this in. And there we go. You can work that down this way on this side. And I'm really just using my hands and slicking the product in from scalp to end. Just really making sure you get the product in and really saturate the hair. That's the one thing you need to do. I didn't dry the hair. If you want to towel dry it a little bit, you can. But basically, all I did is run the product through. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my comb like this. And I'm just going to really comb this through and work this in. So I'm combing this all over this way. Combing it back. And the haircut pretty much is done. Alright, just really work this part in through here nicely. And then it comes around over this way. Alright, there you go. And I'm just going to spin this around so you can see. Here's this side here. Got a nice part going on, a nice blend. And then this side is slicked back nicely as well. Here's the back. Okay. All right, let me just comb this here down straight for you guys. There's the back there. All right. And here it goes throughout the side. All right, and then this all goes back, just like this. All right, guys, so this completes the tutorial. Again, here's the finished look. We'll just spin this around again this way. So you can see here, it looks great. What do you tell your barber? First thing, guys, I get this question all the time. It's so easy. These people are professionals. Bring in a picture on your cell phone, guys, on your cell phone. Google the person you want. Bring it into the barber or your hairstylist and say, I want this. That's the easiest. I get so many questions. What do I do? What do I do? Show them a picture. They'll know what to do, okay? I can't, I can't cut your hair. I'm not there. I don't know how good these people are. I can only do so much on these mannequins, and it's up to you guys. So here's the finished look. Thank you. I've got so many requests. I've got so many tutorials coming up, and thank you so much for watching. Please like the videos. I love the comments. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time for more tutorials with the Salon Guy.